Dream flow smoother than vinyl fade. Wrote rhymes by rivers when my past was laid. A whisper in the current from a lover gone. The flood never lied, it just moved on. Water got no walls, no time, no shape, but it echoes regrets we can't escape. I stood by the edge with a verse half said, and the water hummed back what I left for dead.
The water remembers even when we don't. Carries the weight like the body won't. It sings in hush, it moves in grace, holds every name we try to erase. Close your eyes, can you feel it home? Stillness ain't empty, it's where truth comes from.
I used to fear the quiet, thought it meant I was lost, but silence taught lessons the noise couldn't emboss. Stillness ain't dead, it breathes slow and deep. It's the moment between when you sow and reap. Like grandma's pause before she speaks your name, or the breath you hold before shifting blame. I sat in the dark, no beat, no pen, and found whole verses waiting within. Not every bar gotta come with a bang. Some truths just hang like a choir sang. In that hush, I heard my past unfold. Softest sound, but the loudest told.
Stillness ain't empty, it's where I begin. A chamber of echoes beneath my skin. No need to shout when the soul can sing. In the quiet, I find everything.
I meditate in the crack of dawn's yawn, where thoughts creep slow like a shoeless pawn. Still ain't still if your mind don't rest, so I taught my shadows how to undress. Ain't afraid of the mute, that's where I write. Blueprints for peace with no need for light. No claps, no crowd, just a pulse of now. The breath of a monk in a cornered vow. Stillness ain't absence, it's presence reversed. A verse with no words, a blessing unversed. Even the mask got moments it lays to hear what the wind in the silence says.
Stillness ain't empty, it's where I begin. A chamber of echoes beneath my skin. No need to shout when the soul can sing. In the quiet, I find everything. Speak what you need, even if it shakes. The mirror don't judge, it listens then breathes.
Look dead in the glass, saw fear blink first, so I whispered a prayer, unrehearsed. Said, I am not my wounds, I'm the breath between. I ain't what I've lost, I'm the grace unseen. Repeat it slow like a tide in my chest. A mantra I mouth when I can't find rest. I am not the silence I swallowed whole, I'm the voice that returned when I lost control. 1,000 cracks in the glass, still I stare. Each one like a path through the fractured air. Don't need a preacher, just eye contact with the soul in the mirror that's fighting back.
Mirror, mirror, don't lie to me. Say what I need, not what I see. I speak my name till it feels like mine. A mantra in the glass outside of time.
Daily dose of reflection, mask to mask, while I question my purpose, flash to flash. Ain't no vanity in the glance I give, it's survival, reminding myself to live. I in the quiet before the scream, the ink in the in-between of dream. Mantra murmured in moss and smoke, in a mirror fog by the words I choke. I trace letters in steam with a hopeful hand, writing my worth where the ghost still stand. Truth don't rhyme, but it resonates clean when you chant to the glass and it answers unseen.
Mirror, mirror, don't lie to me. Say what I need, not what I see. I speak my name till it feels like mine. A mantra in the glass outside of time. Sometimes the echo is all that believes.
We was born in rooms with transparent walls, where pain echoes louder than the curtain calls. Every smile brittle, every laugh on edge. Living in a house made of silence and wedge. Truth walks light when the floors might shatter, and love speaks soft cause the echoes scatter. I seen reflections crack in a mother's stare, and stitch my pride from the shards left there. No secret, just glass cut clean and cold, where emotions fog up what we try to hold. I write on walls with the ink of restraint. These rhymes don't flex, they confess and faint.
In this house of glass I whisper low, cause the walls remember every blow. The echo don't lie, it just reflects what we try to hide with side effects.
Every echo's a loop of the things we feared, a symphony of doubts and chandeliers. I walk with a hush and a poet's grace, so I don't fracture the ghost in the space. No bricks, no stone, just panes and frames, where guilt paints portraits and no one blames. I built a home from things unsaid, hung silence like curtains above the bed. Sometimes it's safer to watch than speak, in a place where the walls get thinner each week. But I leave a mark in the breath I loan, a verse etched gently in tempered tone.
Voices in the crack where the curve meets the sun. Truth only whispered.
On the corner stands Malik with his coat full of dreams, selling futures in white caps and gasoline schemes. He's speaking riddles, say the city bleed its own, preaching hope in the gutter till his pockets get sewn. Old lady Mona hawk incense and holy cars, tells you sins on your breath, cheap tarot and boulevards. She got eyes like streetlights, sees your soul's reef, says repent on the pavement, go and bury your grief. Kids gather round like moths to a flame, but the lessons she teach feel like echoes of pain. Prophets are hustlers, sometimes hard to tell when salvation costs a dime and the sirens still yell.
Curbside prophets preaching the dirt. Souls for sale where the fake turn to rust.
Then his big tone with his sermon of smoke, crack vows and whispers that the saints revoke. He say the block got scripture written in chalk, and the rats gon' read every line before they bark. Miss Rita on the stoop with a gospel in cans, handing out tracks with a bulletproof plan. She pray for the lost, but her eyes know the cost of a heaven that waits while our homies get crossed. The street preacher's mic got a hiss in his chord, soundtrack to sorrow and the lies they afford. I scribble these sermons with a bic and a grin, trying to find faith where the devil in.
Hearts on pavement, broken and bruised. Curbside prophets speak what we choose.
I met a young blood mumbling prophecies low, eyes full of visions only hood could know. Said every corner's a church if you listen close, and every preacher here got a secret to disclose. He wore his pain like a crucifix chain, spoke of redemption through the sound of his pain. But redemption here come with a side of regret. Sermons taste bitter when the soul's in debt. Still I lean on the rail, let the verse carve the truth, trying to baptize my heart in the wells of my youth. Even broken prophets got a message to send, if you brave enough to read between the curse and the wind.
Just in the echoes of words unkind. Curbside prophets know. Where do sinners kneel when the church doors close? Where do prayers go when the dice still roll?
At the altar of the felt, he tossed his last breath. Deuce, deuce in his sock, cross stitch on his chest. The usher took wages, the preacher rolled dice. 7 come 11, he prayed over ice. Saints in the shadow sang backdoor sins. Bookie wrote scriptures in ballpoint pens. Thou shalt not bluff, carved into the pew. But the rake took souls like the devil made glue. He bet on the weather, on birds in the sky, on whether his girl told the truth or a lie. Every page in his hymn book soaked in gin, with names crossed out where the verses begin.
Folded his hands, prayed over chips dyed grove. Dealer flip fade, and the choir went ghost.
Dice kissed the floor like communion bread, while the ace of spades bled what the prophet said. Heard a rumor that the angel was fixing the spread. Heard the tenor lost his tongue when he lost his cred. And the bishop been chopping up parlays in silence on a chalkboard nailed to a wall of violence. Holy water dripped on a busted slop reel. Choir boys cussing with their mouths full of steel. His hymnal had odds in the margins and tabs. Every prayer he knew ended under toe tags. The hooker lit incense made of Odette's lips, her hips hum numbers he traced on his lips. There's a song for the hustler, a proverb for pain, but Ecclesiastes never bet on rain.
Gold in his hand, prayed over chips died broke. Dealer flip fade, and the choir wing goes.
A man once bet his name on a deck half shaved, lost it to a grin with a jaw unshaved. Now he walked like a shadow through backroom smoke, with a hymn in his coat and a vow never spoke. They baptized bills in a mason jar and tithe 10% to the man behind the bar. Confession cost tokens, forgiveness a fee. You ain't clean till you fold and let your sins bleed free. The usher counted bullets like bingo beads. Every amen came with a pocket of needs. And when he died, they said he never did kneel, but he wrote his own gospel in unpaid deals.
Folded his hands, prayed over chips died broke. Dealer fit fade, and the choir went goes.
He walked out slow, past the chalk outline, with a song in his pocket and reflections on.
Blackboard crime scene lessons in chalk. I wrote the verdict in the lines they stalk. Classroom silence, the bell don't ring, just the sound of a gavel over broken wings. I ain't preach, I whispered the blues in rhyme slick shoes and courtroom news. Wrote my gospel on a judge's torn robe, folded it up and buried the code. Some say I vanished like guilt and prayer. Nah, I just loop grief and breathe in snare. Primo cut deeper than a crooked DA. Spun halos on beats and testified grace. So I walk like a sinner with saintly breath. Mask on, but the mic still flirts with death.
Chalk dust and gospel flow. He run the names they'll never know.
Ain't no jury when the tapes go blank, just static and a ghost in the playback tank. Each verse I left was a hush in court, a prayer unsaid and a line they fought. I wore guilt like a Sunday suit, but flipped it inside out and passed the loot. No congregation, just vinyl pews where silence testifies and a snare accused. Primo on the scratch like a priest with sins. Bless the wax with needles and spins. I ain't the villain, I'm the echo they fear. The voice and the evidence they never hear. So light that candle, dim those facts, and let this rhyme walk the final tracks.
Chalk dust and gospel flow. Truth don't rhyme, it just won't go.
on a borrowed page. Truth in italics and murder in vain.
She tight with gloves on, lace torn at the wrist. Keys click like bones, each letter a fist. Lipstick prints on the letterhead's edge. Perfume ghost rising off government pledge. Work the obus with a curve and a cough. 5 lives down in the silence, smooth and soft. Every comma bled like a wedding vow crack. She write death sweet, wrap it up in a fact. Told stories and ransom notes, truth in disguise. And stitch secret codes in between the lies. Old Remington humming like a prayer machine. Mascara smudge where the margins lean. She knew who got clipped and who signed the check. Whose grave was a typo's guilt got wrecked.
She wrote forever like a forgery's curse. One line for God, one line to serve. She don't come out like Bourgeois terms.
She filed under fiction, but truth knew a scent. Typed up hits like they paid her rent. She had files on judges, clerks, and goons. Footnotes buried like bullets in saloons. Met a priest who confessed on carbon sheet. She redacted the guilt, kept the shame discreet. Backspace bled, space bar jam. Ribbon ink darker than the blood she damned. Her eyes read headlines, no paper dared. And a coffee cup held secrets she shared. Each page curled like a cigarette sigh. The letters cry smoke as the ribbon ran dry. She kissed every story before it was born and signed it anonymous, scorned and sworn.
She wrote forever like a forgery's curse. One line for God, one line to serve. She wrote forever, that's forgery's curse. One line for God, one line to serve.
Her final draft was an epitaph folded. Typed the name once, then the ribbon molded. The typewriter wept. Keys stuck in prayers if God tried to edit, but no soul was there. A stray bullet rested on the carriage bar. She typed the end, then lit a last cigar. The smoke curled up through the window pane. His shadows clapped softly like light rain. No eulogy, no ink in the well. Just mascara trails and a deadline smell. The story lived on in the rusted spool where the ribbon ran out like a Catholic school rule.
She wrote forever like a forgery's curse. One line for God, one line to serve.
She never signed her real name, just initials and a smudge of rain. I ain't seen her in years, but I still sit by the same window. The cup's always half full, the chair across stays empty. Yeah, she ordered silence with cream, stirred it real slow. Left lipstick on rim like a red ghost in snow. Books on her lap, old poems on her mind. She quote Neruda like wine, aged over time. I watch the rain write letters on the glass. Each drop a name, each second to pass. She never looked back when she left that zone. Just to scribble goodbye and note that red tone.
I'm on the table, a name I still recall. Love came dressed in silence, then walked out through the fall.
Stayed in that cafe like some lost refrain where sugar never melts and love don't explain. The waiter don't ask, he just brings a cup too. We drink to ghosts in corner view. The world grew loud with this booth stay still, with a typewriter heart and a jazz man's will. I light candles for her in this dim lit place. In the pause between verses I still see her face.
There's a poem on the table, a name I still recall. Love came dressed in silence, then walked out through the fall.
Fairy tales die with a black top breeze. Truth wears scars and a blade up his sleeve. I grew up where fists wrote scripture in his skin, where bedtime stories had murder tucked in. The wolf wore Timbs and the prince sold rock, and the witch drove a cutlass with the seats unlocked. Ain't no dragons, just fiends with a thirst for glass, and towers made of tenements and bulletproof glass. My crown was a Mets cap, blood on the brim, and my scepter just a bick with a busted stem. Seen Goldilocks squatting in a abandoned flat, told the bear she ain't leaving till they pay you back. 3 pigs in the alley with a drum full of steel, no straw, no bricks, just powder and pills. Truth got teeth in this bedtime tale. Every rhyme I spit was a postmark nail. Yo, I remember when Pato got snatched by fate, left a chalk outline in a warm milk crate. His mother lit candles and prayed by the train, but saints move slow when your zip code's pain. We ain't have no books, just murals and tags. Graffiti prophets with spray cans for flags. The ogres wore badges, no need for disguise. The club sang lullabies under sulfur skies. They said the tortoise beat the hair, not here. Fast men win, slow ones disappear. I used to watch from the roof, chalk in my hand, draw kingdoms that vanish like footprints of sand. We fought for peace in a bedtime war. Every cracked tooth told a legend before. The fables ain't dead, they just walk with a limp. As Cinderella, Jane smokes behind a precinct. She lost a glass slipper in a dice game fight. Now she's strutting boots with a switchblade bite. Jack ain't climbed no beanstalk round here. He sold the cow for a pack and disappeared. Snow White overdosed in the laundromat booth. In the mirror been cracked since we bent the truth. But I still spit verses like spells on the stoop, trying to save kids from the same old loop. Some fists learn prayer, some fists learn sin. Some tales end right where they begin. Just bleed, I ain't shells. I flicking seats, I'm on myself. These pages bleed, not made for shelves. Our fables got teeth, we wrote them ourselves. Yo, some love don't fade, it just yellows with time. Like old photos, still warm in the corners of your mind. Look, her scent lived in velvet, her voice like dust. I still feel her touch when the records collect dust. Midnight perfume, slow jazz in a stare. A woman so rare, even silence felt aware. She read Warmane by the window, legs crossed like fate. Told me love wasn't perfect, just perfectly late. She poured like secrets, leaned back with grace, and smiled like she lived through 100 mistakes. We were framed in the glow of a dying cafe, where time stood still and the jukebox would pray. It ain't always sweet, but it's never unclear. Love is sepia, sharp, soft, sincere.
Love don't vanish, it lingers in air, in whispers and glances and strands of her hair. Faded and golden, still softly it stays, like photos and letters in lavender haze. Love in sepia, tender and white. It lives in the silence, two strangers confide. Bruised but eternal, the color won't lie. Still warm in the corners where memories hide.
She moved like a painting, no artist could claim. A brushstroke of sorrow, a mouthful of flame. I told her I rap, she laughed, said that's fine, but write me a poem, you won't rhyme next time. She was part Ella, part Storm, part tea-stained note. Eyes that said day, but a spine that spoke don't. We danced in the kitchen while the world went numb, with miles on the stereo and I passed on the run. We fell in the folds of a linen rap day. No vows, just a look, that was all we could say. I keep her in poems, I never recite. Love is sepia, not black, not white.
What don't vanish, it lingers in air, in whispers and glances and strands of her hair. Faded and golden, still softly it stays, like photos and letters in lavender haze. Love in sepia, tender and white. It lives in silence, two strangers confide. Bruised but eternal, the color won't lie.
just hamstring framed in your soul, quietly aging with class.
Right from the face in the pain. Right from the glass, the reason to the pain.
Woke up with the dawn, spilling ink in my cup. That brown swirl, life thickens when the world gets stuck. Steam rising like spirits from the cracks in the curb. I sip slow, remember mama's soft hands and her words. Bitterness got layers, sweet don't always stay. You learn heat reveals truths that the cold won't say. Used to brew dreams in the back room on my pop store. Now I roast darts on the page so they pour pure. Time pressed like a French press, slow with weight. Patience in the filter, that's the secret to fate. Life don't rush, it simmers the flavors and pain. Some mornings it's comfort, some nights it's the rain.
Steam rising from the silence, cup warm in my hands, so timeless. Bitter notes, but I find this. Even pain can be kind when you grind it. Every sip got a memory holding. Even heartbreak tastes golden. Let it bloom in the heat I'm holding. This love, this life, this
Used
wound.
to drink it black when I was dealing with grief. Back when Jay caught a bid, man, the nights had no peace. Now I stir it cinnamon, maybe nutmeg too. That's growth, add a little sweetness to what you've been through. See the beans get crushed, it's a ritual move. Same way life press you down till the essence gets smooth. Aromas in the air got me thinking of queens, of brownstones, back seats, and cassette tape dreams. She said life's just coffee, depends how you brew it. Some like it hot, some sugar coat through it. I like mine honest, no cream to disguise. If it keeps me awake, then it's truth in disguise.
Steam rising from the silence, cup warm in my hands, so timeless. Bitter knows, but I find this. Even pain can be kind when you grind it. Every sip got a memory holding. Even heartbreak tastes golden. Let it bloom in the heat I'm holding. This love.
Folks chase highs, brew peace. Low flame, no fame, just truths I release. The cafe's a chapel, baristas like preachers. Each pour a sermon, the silence a teacher. Me and her by the window talking, whether it fears too much. Steam kissing like ghosts of our years. Told her even the bitter got purpose, it's true. She smiled like she knew that from heartbreak too. So here's to the slow days, the stains on the page. A sip that reminds you you're setting your age. If life's just coffee, then let it be strong. One cup for the losses, one verse for the long.
A bloom don't ask who bled beneath. It opens wide and wilting breeze. She wore gloves when she kissed me, habit or guilt. Lipstick like sirens on fabric she spilt. Cold case lips, warm brief like a fog. She moved like a secret the streets couldn't log. Evidence bag had a scent and a grace. A single rose lay folded in its plastic embrace. She whispered names I never should know. In motels where confessions go toe to toe. One petal fell in the alley by dawn. By breakfast, the fingerprints were gone. She slipped out the window like truth in reverse. Left the wedding ring tucked in the verse. Each syllable stained in a bloom of red, where ink that knew which judge had bled. She left roses on the evidence bag. Truth tied up in a satin gag. One rose per victim, she said with a grin. Each petal a prayer for original sin. The DA folded like origami of fear. He drank from a file she had doctored last year. Surveillance caught a ghost at the scene, but all they recovered was morphine and lean. No weapon, no motive, no trace in the dirt. Just petals and papers and perfume on a shirt. She scribbled a quote on a bailiff's badge. Even justice blushes when the truth won't match. She danced at the trial in the widow's bail, then left the courthouse with a soul on sale. A single rose in the clerk's front pocket and inked on a stem the name of a prophet.
She left roses on the evidence bag. Truth tied up in a satin gag.
She said memory lies, but flowers don't. They bloom from the wound and die where they won't. I saw her last by the riverside docks, trading petals for secrets in Pandora's box. She handed me one, said keep it shut, then vanished through fog with a laugh cut. The rose still sits in my rhyme books fold, crimson and quiet like a secret untold. They say the case went cold like a widow's gaze, but a ghost still signs subpoenas in haze. Truth wears heels and perfume in red, and leaves one rose where the evidence bled.
Even faded pages remember the hand that turned. What we bury still speaks beneath the earth.
Back porch summer, grandma sipping on hibiscus. Photo frames crooked, but the love stayed persistent. Old shoes by the door like they waiting for ghosts. And the mirror don't lie, just reflects what it knows. I seen fathers vanish like chalk on a board, and mothers hold pain like it's stitched in their chords. Street lights buzz like they singing in prayer, and the sky wore my sorrow like a silk evening wear. Memories a room that I walk through alone. Every floorboard creaks with a voice I've known. Lessons in whispers, bruises and rhymes. Still I dust off the pain like it aged in a wine.
Velvet fall beneath the trees. Memory hums in minor keys.
Beneath lamplight, I wrote names in esteem. Wounds ain't loud, but they still like to scream. Took a long road just to learn how to feel, cause the scars taught truths that the joy tried to steal. I kept coins from the buses I missed, letters unsent and the lips I ain't kissed. Every goodbye was a slow burning grace, a little soft candle in memory space. Even pain has a color, a tone, a scent, like sandalwood carried where the silence went. Forgiveness ain't magic, it's muddy and slow, but sometimes the soul plants seeds just to grow.
Velvet fall beneath the trees. Memory hums in minor keys.
Some memories break you, some rebuild the frame, but they all know your name. Feathers don't lie when the sky turns black. Messages still fly where the roof got cracked. We wrote letters to the pigeon coop, tied them in thread, hoping wings could carry what our mouths left unsaid. Rooftops taught us faith, them birds came back, even when the hood collapsed like a lung gone black. I seen Rel kiss the sky with a Marlboro flick, and tell me heavens broke too with just hit his flick. We fed them breadcrumbs and whispered our sins like flight might forgive where the concrete begins. Miss Sylvia said child pigeons got eyes for ghosts, and the coop caught secrets that the church feared most. I kept a journal in the crack of the air shaft wall where the wind told truths that the preacher stole. Let us fly high where the prayers can't reach, a rooftop gospel no man could teach. Lil Tone take poems to a bird with a twist, said it flew to his brother doing fed time bids. We ain't have therapists, just stairwells and pens, and pigeons that came back like loyal old friends. Cops raided the roof one summer at dawn, though we was running dope, just dreams getting born. Ink stains on my palms from the nights too loud, where hope got smuggled in the form of a cloud. We learned to write soft cause the city was loud, and send lines up high just to think out loud. When your tears too dry and your voice don't work, you let the sky translate what the ground done hurt.
There's no pain, but they never complain. They carry our stories to soothe and rain.
Now the coop just rust and the sky feels small, and the pigeons moved on, maybe heard God call. But I still write notes when the nighttime hums, fold them tight like prayers with calloused thumbs. It ain't the bird that matters, it's the deed to send. Some honest to the sky where the lies don't bend. There's beauty in flight when the world feels stuck, in a rooftop silence when you run out of luck. I used to write names and my boys now gone. Watch pigeons take off like their souls moved on. The coop still stand, crooked wood, bent wire, like a mailbox for ghosts that refuse to retire.
Gold halos, no pearly gates, still they shine through hunger and hate.
God bless the gutter kids, souls unchurched, with lunch tickets forged and their names reversed. Backpacks sag with a weak soul weight, but they rhymes still glow when the street lights late. Jamal sell Lucy's by the corner store. He 12 but he talk like he seen 4 wars. His pops in the box, mom white by the pipe, but he penned verses on napkins at night. Kia got dreams under stars and socks, but the counselor just stare at the ticking clock. She braid a pain and the pattern so tight, the hood don't know she almost jumped last night. God bless the gutter kids, bruised but true. Ain't no map but they still push through. seen Darnell take a charge for his older brother. Said blood is the Lord and embraced his mother. 15 in a cage with a grown man stare. Learn math with the dice, now we count to spare. Girl in my building write verses in chalk on a fire escape like a journal can talk. She say pain got rhythm if you sit real still, and her poems cut deeper than a $20 bill. We the sons and daughters of broken receipts, taught to pray with our knuckles and fight with our feet, but still we breathe bars like they float on faith, trying to find grace in a staircase state. God bless the gutter kids born from flames. The world forgot, but the skies know their name. Know their name, know their name.
You can't bear the pain, but the roots still grow. Never read, don't flinch when it strikes its blow.
I remember Lil D had a laugh like light till the corner turned dark and swallowed him tight. Mom kept his drawings in a box by the bed. Now they smell like time and the things we ain't said. The past don't knock, it just slide through the vent like smoke from a blunt or a rent check spent. Seen ghosts in the tub where we used to get clean. Now the mirror won't hold what the eye done seen. My knuckles got scars from fights I forgot, but the blood remembers what the pride could not. I trace my childhood on the back of a bill. Still hear my name in the mouth of the grill.
Memory don't care how deep you pray. It returns like dusk at the end of day.
My uncle got shook in 92, lost speech. Now we blank out answers the liquor can't reach. Used to run numbers from the back of the store. Now his hands just tremble like keys on the floor. I ain't scared of death, just the things it leaves. Like a chain on a soul that never believes. My man Tone hung himself with a belt from Sears. Left a note that just read, too many years. Tried to forget, but the block got breath. Even silence here got a scent to death. A broken fan spin like a clock with no face. I still hear this voice every time it rotates.
Mercy don't visit where memory lives. It takes and it takes, but it never forgives.
Even my rhymes wear coats full of grief, lined with names that cracked and like a gold front's teeth. I see the hood like a hallway of locked up drawers. Everyone stuffed with what time ignores. I touch the wall where Fat Reggie got clipped. Paint still chipped where the red ones drip. The kids today got the same old scars. Same dice, same lies, same crooked stars. I walk with my past like it owed me rent, but it paying flashbacks and broken cement. You could run from pain, but not from its echo. And memory don't knock, it just kicking the threshold.
Memory don't sleep when your dreams go dark. It just lights a flame when you buried your heart. Memory got no mercy, love. It holds you close, then it cuts you off.
Yeah, gather round, gather round. The oracle has risen from the ashes of the static. From Long Beach to QB, this ain't just prophecy. It's a motherfucking blueprint. Let's talk to him. Ayo, I stepped out the smoke with the crown in the mist. Chrome spokes turn slow like I'm writing a script. Beethoven and Chuck, symphonic with clips. Got the bass line talking like it's flipping a brick. Black gloves, black bins, that's a West Side sermon. We baptized the block with the heat, not the vermin. I see time moving back, watch the real reverse. Every beat I birth sound like the streets last verse. You see the oracle don't talk, he just showing the sin. Every snare crack prophecy, every bar revenge. From the palm tree stretching to them QB stoops. This is G-Funk gospel in a 3-piece suit. West Side oracle, vision in the wind. Gold smoke rolling from a phantom's grin. Truth from the streets, let the sermon begin. If death is a game, then we destined to win. East to the west, we connect through the pen. OG scriptures in the pad in the gin. Ride with the rhythm, feel the message within. This is prophecy from the state to sin. Hey yo, I came from where the wires hang fire blame. Tales from the sewer where desire sang. Now it's marble floors, but my mind still gripped to the curbside prophets who would die for a zip. I seen visions in the fog, heard gods in the bass, premonitions in the snare.
every bar leave a trace. This ain't rap, this is scroll scribed under threat, where we write like we Moses but with text and regret. I walk with the wise, smoke with the curse. The oracle ain't a man, he a verse unrehearsed. I'm just channeling the flames in my spirit and pen, spitting holy on the Dre beat. Where do I begin? West Side Oracle, vision in the wind, gold smoke rolling from a phantom's grin. Truth from the streets, let the sermon begin. If death is a game, you'll be destined to win. East to the west, we connect through the bend. OG scriptures in the pad and the gin. Ride with the rhythm, feel the message within. This is prophecy from the stage of sin. You don't need noise to make power hold. All you need is quiet hands. Is quiet hands and clean nexus. Silk gloves, gun smoke. Yeah. Black suit, black sky, wheels hum slow. Chamber still warm from a mission I won't show. Letters in the safe, numbers in my head. Speaking low tones cause the real moving dread. Ain't no flash when the silence does the job right. Looking out the mirror, say ghosts in the fog light. Every step mapped like a general script. Tales from the alley where the cold steel kiss. Hunger in my gut, hands calm when it's grim. Lit, sick, burning like revenge on a whim. This ain't stay, this survival by design. Silk gloves on the scene, no stain, no sign. Silk gloves when I move through the flame. Gun smoke dances while I whisper your name. Eyes in the dark still playing the game. Where mercy's a myth and the rules don't claim. Steps through the ash, heart full of cold. Deal with the devil but I never reload. If I vanish in the mist, let the world take note. I left nothing but silence, silk gloves and gun smoke. Gun smoke. Dust on the boot, soul stitched from the dirt. Never show fear, but I still know hurt. Came from the brick where the light don't gleam. Only saw truth in a cracked moonbeam. Raised where the whispers hit harder than shouts. Where kept the blade in the Bible, prayers and code. Wrote my life in the birch and the scale laid clout. Kept the march of the still, no echo, no burst. Just a life in the margins where the shadows go cold. No talk for the cameras, no shine for the press. Just a quiet disposition and a heart in a vest. Just the march of the still, no echo, no boast. Just a breeze through the curtain, silk gloves, gun smoke. Silk gloves when I move through the flame. Gun smoke dances while I whisper your name. Eyes in the dark still playing the game. Where mercy's a myth and the rules don't claim. Steps through the ash, heart full of cold. Deal with the devil but I never reload. If I vanish in the mist, let the world take note. I left nothing but silence, silk gloves and gun smoke. It's the ones that don't speak who you watch the most. Smile like saints, but they haunt like ghosts. Everything I learned came soaked in risk. Hearts don't beat the same once they've been dismissed. Seen men lose faith for 100 in cash. Seen them pray still, then vanish in ash. Every move calculated, not a breath misplaced. Leave no prints, not a thread out of place. Time don't forgive, it just counts in debt. So I move like a rumor you ain't heard yet. If I go, don't pray, just quote this note. He lived by the code, silk gloves and gun smoke. Yeah, this ain't just music. It's armor, a soundtrack for those who made it through storms. Stand tall, chin up, this was for the fighters. Bulletproof symphony. Yeah, I came from the silence, built from the strain. Learned how to move through the fire and rain. Notes in my chest, rhythm in my stride. Kept my head up when the world tried to slide. Every beat a lesson, every chord a guide. Truth in the bass, can't run, can't hide. Marching through the noise with a voice so bold. Every lyric I wrote, another story told. No need to shout, I speak through sound. Even in storms, I hold my ground. Built this path on purpose and pride. It's a symphony for those who survive. It's a bulletproof symphony, it's a heart song. Melody strong, it's so long. Rising through the trials, pushing through the day. With music as an arm, we find our way. From the strings to the keys to the drums we play. With music as an arm, we find our way. From the strings to the keys to the drums we play. We carry our truth truth in what we say. From the strings to the keys to the drums we play, we carry our truth in what we say. No fear in the sound, just hope and might. This symphony shines through the darkest night.
Yeah, I write like I'm building a bridge out of pain. Turn thunder into verses and sunshine from rain. Words got wings when I let them take flight. Every rhyme I spit got a little bit of light. Used to feel low, now I rise with grace. Found peace and rhythm, found strength in space. I don't need a break, just bend and bounce back. Like a record that spins and stays right on track. I talk to the keys like they knew my truth. Tell the drums all the things I couldn't in youth. This ain't just a song, it's a legacy spark. A symphony that glows in the deepest dark.
Bulletproof symphony, heart and soul. Melody strong, been pushing so long. Rising through the trials, pushing through the day. With music as our armor, we find our way. From the strings to the keys to the drums we play, we carry our truth in what we say. No fear in the sound, just hope and might. This symphony shines through the darkest night. You don't need noise to be loud, you don't need war to be strong. Sometimes all you need is rhythm and a reason. Bulletproof.
Look, I need chaos to move the crowd. You need clarity, foundation strong, peace in motion. Still sharp, still solid, still supreme. Brick by brick I built with breath. No shortcut steps, just purpose left. Each line laced like jazz in a frame. Cool like dust when the sky feels flame. Walking through the echo with a head full of codes. Verse stay stitched like a tailor on rolls. No flash, just facts in the fold of the beat. Heart in the drums, 10 toes on the street. I ain't moved by the rush or the rush to impress. I invest in the craft, not the stress or the guess. Stillness and rhythm, wisdom and tone. Composed in the chaos and carved from stone. Still supreme, still in tune. Still got light in a sunless room. Still don't bend to the shallow or loud. Still get love from the silent crowd. Still no fear in the weight I hold. Still spit gold when the nights get cold. Still move swift when the world get mean. No crown needed, I'm still supreme. Words bend space like a jazz man's horn. Bounce off walls like truths reborn. Tight with the script, got a grip on grace. Flip 4 flows in a 4-bar space. Puzzle piece pulled with a pen that pivots. Write full loops with a line that livid. Came from calm, still breeze in the flame. Still no change in the root of the name. Each bar breeze like a breeze through pines. Still plant seeds in the cracks of time. Still no rush, just pure design. Still paint peace with a sharp line rhyme. Still supreme, still in tune. Still got light in the sunless room. Still don't bend to the shallow or loud. Still get love from the silent crowd. Still no fear in the weight I hold. Still spit gold when the nights get cold. Still move swift when the world get mean. No crown needed, I'm still supreme. Yeah. Excellence don't need noise. It speaks in silence. This is the standard. Kept it like suits on a jazz night. Blueprints carved with a craftsman's light. No shortcuts, I map the climb. Every beat I touch, I stamp with time. Grace in my motion, no flash in the frame. Calm in the storm, still mastered the game. Let the groove talk while the world still screams. Legacy built from the quietest dreams.
Just class, just kings. We move, just dreams. Clean. We move, we lean. Still the gold standard. Clean.
Flow like water with a mind like stone. Grew from the roots, make the crown my own. Never chase trends, just chase the truth. Lessons I learned still fuel my booth. Calculated steps in a world that spins. Success ain't luck, it's where focus begins. Still sharp, still calm, still walk serene. No throne needed, I'm still supreme.
Just class, just kings. We know, just dreams.
I found peace in the quiet. Left the storm where I stood. Ain't no chains on my spirit, just rhythm in the wood. Let it breathe. Yeah. Used to hear sirens sing with the wind. Now it's just melodies born from within.
Clean slate on the pad, no haze in the glass. Every page that I write helps bury the past. See, I walk through the smoke, never carry the flame. Put the weight down slow, never spoken with shame. Kept my name in the quiet, let the growth unfold. Now I speak for the ones who still gripping the cold. No judgment in my tone, just a mirror with grace. Told myself keep going in the loneliest place. Now I breathe with rhythm and I move with light. Narcotics synonymous, I chose to fight.
I let go, let it fade. Found my soul, make a trade. Ain't no chains in this groove I claim. Now I move with a brand new name. Yeah. Let it ride.
Yo, used to chase shadow, bottle of smoke. Mind running wild, but my soul stayed broke. Till I flipped that script, whole plot got switched. Now I build with the bricks that I once dismissed. Every bar now crisp like the breath I take. No more cloudy days in the steps I make. Yeah, I danced with the vice, but I let that waltz. Then I stepped off the stage with a whole new pulse. No shame in the stumble when you walk back clean. Now I glide on tracks like a well-oiled machine. Ain't chained to the past, I'm the proof in the scene. Narcotics anonymous, but the vision stay keen.
I let go, let it fade. Found my soul, made the trade. Ain't no chains in this groove I claim. Now I move with a brand new name. Yeah. Watch it fade.
Turn the lights down, turn the mics up. Pressure builds character. This a heat check. Let's see who really got it. Still crisp like vinyl on a Sunday spin. Still clocking plays like I'm born to win. Never fold, never flinch when the stakes get set. Blueprint in my breast, still cash your respect. Every bar like a test with the flame on high. Still smooth with the stride, but the aim don't lie. This grown man focus, no gimmicks and reach. This a lecture in the booth, I don't talk, I teach.
Heat check, stand firm or fold. Who built for the fire when the nights get cold? Heat check. Don't fake, don't flee, only real ones cook at 1,000 degrees.
Clocked in calm, but the flow's on scorch. Still ride clean like I'm sitting on a porch. Words like bricks in a tailor-made stack. Every rhyme well fit, no crease, no crack. Talk quiet, but I move like a storm on glass. Every move calculated, not a second too fast. They throw smoke, but I breathe through that. I don't run from the heat, I lean into that.
Heat check, stand firm or fold. Who built for the fire when the nights get cold? Heat check, don't fake, don't flee. Only real ones cook at 1,000 degrees.
I was made in the ash where the pressure gets born. Steel in my spine, walk calm through the storm. No flash, no capes, just facts in my lane. Every scar on the path got a value, not shame.
Yeah.
It's that slow roll, tension thick, wheels dips, hydraulics up, hatred low. Calm in the storm with the speakers thumping. Sunset chrome with the street lights humming. Low ride ghosting, mind on cold. Wheels don't talk but the silence bold. Pressure in the pipes, peace in the lane. Built for the weight, not the chase of fame. All black tint, no flash, no fear. Still I rise, every shift I steer.
Cold, drip, hate, still, roll, slow, mind, chill, hydraulics lift, don't break, eyes wide, no fake, no fake. Yeah.
What's up? Cruise through the dust with the west side calm. No rush in the step, just gripping the palm. Seen foes fall off trying to ride too fast, but I move with the beat like I'm built to last. Grit in my tone, but my drive stay clean. Let the paint talk truth while I slide between. No names, no shade, I just cut through smoke. And I float like a prayer when the system spoke.
Presence, cold, grip, hate, still, roll, slow, mind, chill, hydraulics lift, don't break, eyes wide, no fake, yeah. Low voice, fade in street, and feel what I hide.
Yeah. Yeah. Lights low.
no rush. Just so velvet. Smoke. Seat back, sky wide, mind on hush. No static in the air, just a breeze and trust. Old soul in the deck, chrome wheels in motion. Glass clear thoughts like the tide in the ocean. Slide through the haze with the world on mute. Every second like jazz, complex but smooth. No stress in the lane, just rhythm and grace. I don't race with time, I two-step with space.
Float up in that velvet smoke. Feeling free, ain't nothing broke. Cool breeze, no words spoke. Just that soul in the cloud of hope.
Now I glide like a note in a Marvin track. Clean ride, clean mind, ain't no looking back. Dashboard glow with that midnight gleam. Palm trees sway like they know my dream. Peace on my side like a well-worn suit. Truth in my steps, yeah, I slide with roots. No hate in the vibe, just good in the air. Let the smoke swirl soft like a prayer with flair.
Earth floating in that velvet smoke. Feeling free, ain't nothing broke. Cool breeze, no words spoke. Just that soul and a cloud of hope.
Yeah, 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 drift, yeah. Let it drift, let it breathe. Velvet smoke. That's a piece on the wax.
Cali soul, paint clean, mind's clearer, low by the dream. Still rolling,
Steel frame, soft leather ties kiss the lane. Peace in the breeze, no rush in the vein. Palm trees lean when the rhythm pass by, and the chrome catch sun like a wink from the sky. Grew through the struggle, but I rise with grace. Now I ride through the block like I own my space. No hate in the heart, just beats and steam. West Coast raised me, low rider dream.
The windows down, sunbeam gleam. Cruising slow through the soul-filled dream. Paint so wet, it drip like stream. Feeling good in this low-rider dream.
Peace signs out, not a word too loud. Old schools talk when they roll through crowds. Kept it clean, no stains on the pride. Just wood, grain wheel, and a queen on the side. I remember them nights when the tank was light. Now we cruise through the town like the stars done right. No noise, no change, just the thought supreme. Living proof on spokes, low ride a dream.
When windows down, sunbeam gleam. Cruising slow through a soul-filled dream. Paint so wet, it drip like stream. Feeling good in this low-rider dream.
Let her ride, let the wheel speak. This ain't speed, it's style. Low rider dreams, forever. This ain't muscle, it's memory. It's not firepower, it's focus. We ain't talking metal. Precise word, the letters. The pen's a blade, I write with a monk's composure. Every line etched in stone like a wartime closure. I move through dimensions of thought like wind over water. Scripture in the cipher, discipline in the armor. Every breath is intention, no motion wasted. I build with the ancients while the presence debated. See, the mind is the forge and the words of the flame. I don't battle with flesh, I dismantle the frame. Mental weapons, soul forged steel. Truth cut deep, wisdom don't kill. Move in silence, strike the brace. Power in the mind, not a single trace. I load thoughts in the chamber, insight in the clip. Precision in the verse, watch it tighten the grip. I'm composed like Coltrane, clean with the syntax. Stacked every scar like a spine for my syntax. Meditative measures never move for the trend. Got a mind like a maze where illusions end. You swing with emotion, I carve with intent. Every line of life lesson, not a dollar spent.
Mental weapons, soul for steel. Truth cut deep, wisdom don't yield. Move in silence, strike with grace. Power in the mind, not a single trace. And I was home. We struck behind. With minimal thoughts. Just man's we go.
Yeah. There. I seen the rise, I seen the fall. Same game, same rules, just a different hall. They play loud, I move quiet. I'm still here, I'm still watching. Took notes while the world kept talking in circles. Truth bends quick, but the lies go purple. Legends fade when they chase too fast. I learned how to build with a shadow that lasts. No need for the flash, I just sharpen the view. They paint over scars, I preserve what's true. I watch them trade gold for applause in the room, but I grew from the dirt like a rose in the tomb. I don't talk much, I just watch time. See the patterns in the pain, every lost line. Where the silence speak, I find my truth. Still here, still clear from the roots to the roof. Yeah, from the benches to the marble halls, I seen both. What they call power, I call it thin rope. Heard whispers in the vaults, visions in the fog, and found truth in the echoes of a long gone God. I never blinked when the lights got bright. I just walked through the storm with a pen in a fight. You watch the throne, I watch the frame. What you call glory, I call the game. I don't talk much, I just watch time. See the patterns in the pain, every lost line. Where the silence speak, I find my truth. Still here, still clear from the roots to the roof. I used to run from the mirror, now I stare for clues. The silence taught more than the loudest news. I kept notes in the margins of every regret. Now I use them like maps for the paths I've met. There's a war in the mind that the charts don't show, and a price for the peace that the fame can't know. So I scale back the noise, let the rhythm speak. Still sharp in the soul, no need to peek. They chase trends, they trace truth. Still watching, still walking. The watcher never sleeps.
They see the flick, but never the climb. They count the stacks, but never the spine. This ain't about hustle, it's about history. The re-up chronicle.
Blueprints buried in crates and contracts. Dreams so daily with receipts and setbacks. I watch them chase fast but lose direction. I built from the pain, now the grind's perfection. This the quiet math, no noise in the plot. When silence buys peace and the talkers get caught. Each move is a lesson, each step is weight. And the coldest kings know how to wait.
Stack slow, never fold. Keep that heart on freeze, soul on gold. Eyes on time, hands in dirt. Real ones build through the sweat and hurt.
Stack slow, never fold. Keep that heart on freeze, soul on gold. Eyes on time, hands in dirt. Real ones build through the sweat and hurt. Walk through the drought with a plan and a prayer. Build my honest, no flash, just stare. Some talk legacy, I live in the proof. Every bar stitched tight like a tale of the truth. No rush in the post, I just carve my lane. While they race for the top, I just match the frame. See the art in the scale, not the weight it brings. It's the patience in the process that makes men kings.
Stack slow, never fold. Keep that heart on freeze, soul on gold. Eyes on time, hands in dirt. Real ones build through the sweat and hurt.
I don't talk much, I just load the facts. Lessons ain't deep in the folds of the tracks. Took notes in the war room, mind stayed clear. Pain on my breath, but my pride ain't here. They sell quick wins, I'm investing in grit. Every scar that I carry got a lesson with it. Build mine from the silence where the fake won't go. And I still write clean, let the real ones know.
This ain't a come up what he brings, I'm the destiny queen. Every star that I got, you got a lesson in heat. No lies in the silence where the fake won't go. And I still write clean, let the real ones know. This ain't a come up, it's a rise. No lights, no lies, just pages, pages. From the re-up chronicles.
No distractions, no fear, breathe. And bars, it's that zone they can't fake. It's that flow state.
Look, my mind move like a monk in a mist. Clear lane, clear aim, not a second I miss. See, I train through the noise, learn peace in the fire. Now I write what I live and I speak to inspire. From the court to the page, from the dust to the light. Every loss made me sharper, every wrong made right. I ain't chasing a crown, I'm just carving my truth. Got a pen full of wisdom and a booth full of proof.
Don't burn, don't blink, don't break. Ride the wave, let the soul awake. Breathe in new shape. Niggas don't mad, it's that show state. Burn, don't blink, I'm break. Out the wave, let the soul awake. Breathe in, move straight. In the zone now, this flow state.
I ain't in it for the cheer, I'm in tune with the scale. Meditation in the bars, revelation and skill. Took the pain, turned it up right, made a rhythm of scars. Now the page is a mirror and the verse the stars. Time slow when I'm locked in, post on mute. Every syllable breathing like it's born from the roots. Ain't no talk in the mind, just the dance of the fate. No past, no name, just the present I create.
Don't burn, don't blink, don't break. Ride the wave, let the soul awake. Breathe in, move straight. In the zone now, this that flow state.
Everything clear now. No chaos, no ego. Just rhythm and down, flow state.
No filters, no noise, just me and the mirror. Every scar, every thought, every verse.
Look, what you see in the glass might shake your stance. Truth ain't dressed up, it don't blink to dance. It just stare with the weight of the past to frame, while the present plays chess in the master flame. I've been wrong, I've been righteous, I've been both in the day. Learn the soul got seasons and the flesh decay. This ain't posture, this is posture breaking. This that honest rap, no ego faking. Mirror show me what the crowd can't see. The part of me that bleeds while I still MC. Not for clicks, not for praise or charts, but to stitch loose threads in the fabric of hearts. I look in the glass, what I see ain't fame. It's the cost of the fire and the roots of the name. Not a mask, not a game, just a mirror and the flame. Mirror talking says you ain't healed, just hitting. You rhyme clean, but the shadow's still smitten. I try burying the past in the bars, but it floats to the surface like a buried note. Truth in the whisper, louder than screams. Regret in the loop like rerunning dreams. No flex, just confession and code. Each word a brick in the road I roll. So I pen like a monk with a blade in hand, trying to carve out peace in a no-pace land. The mirror don't lie, it just magnifies what the world forgets when the surface shines. I look in the glass when I see ain't fame. It's the cost of the fire and the roots of the name. Not a mask, not a game, just a mirror in the flame.
Some persons chase approval, some chase applause. But this is
I'm not saying I'll change the world, but I promise to spark the minding. Where's your father now? I'm not saying I'll change the world, but I promise to spark the mind that will. Where's your father?
Born where shadows speak louder than words. Compton's heartbeat was the first sound I heard. Mama's voice cracked like glass in the night. Daddy's silence cut deeper than any fight. Broken dinners on cracked linoleum floors. Echoes of sirens, prayers behind closed doors. I held a notebook before I knew the pain. Every line was a scar, every verse was rain. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. Lessons in the struggle ran heavy through my veins. I learned to speak through the silence and screams, crafting a future from fractured dreams.
Ooh, child, the weight runs deep. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. Voices from the past still whisper to me. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain.
Daddy's shadow long, but his footsteps were faint. Mama carried storms and the hope of saints. I watched Tupac preach from the flickering screen. Words like fire burning clean with a beam. Keep your head high, he said through the haze. Like the path forward through darkest days. Her mentor's voice left on my voicemail one night. Write your truth, son, don't fear the fight. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. My story inked in tears, lost in rain. Every verse a prayer, every rhyme a flame. A prophecy born in the heart of the pain.
Ooh, child, the weight runs deep.
Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain.
Voices from the past still whisper to me.
Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain.
It ain't hard to tell, this is God's pen, cold speaking. I wrote this in the dark, now the whole world's peeking. From them school halls where the chalk dust flew, to the booth where the pain turned dreams into truth. Mama prayed over meals while the light stayed dim. Now I dine with my heroes, still thinking of them. Still feel the wind from that Brad Blog night, where the sirens sang blues and the block stayed tight. You can change your clothes, but the soul stayed home. Fairfield in my blood, in the beat, in the tone. Labels talking budgets, I talk legacy and spine. Ain't no diamond on my neck worth the weight of my mind. Arose from the clay where the roots run deep, where we bury young dreams and lose brothers in sleep. But I made it with a notebook. Broke nights in a plan, now I'm writing from the sky with this mic in my hand. Seen the world, seen the shade, seen the light through it all. Still that same youngin' staring at that bedroom wall. Just a spark in my chest and a prayer in the night. Now I ink revelations in the booth till it's right. And I ain't preaching, I'm just speaking what's true. What the mirror don't say, but your spirit already knew. Ain't about plaques or the charts of fame's little dance. It's about writing something real in the world. So if I vanish tomorrow, let them quote me like Psalms. Just a poet from the Ville who put pain in his palms. They say heaven's above, but I found it in sound. In that first verse I wrote when no one was around. Yeah. Started with nothing but a beat and a belief. Now look, not a star, just a voice that made it out the static.
He was my guide, my shelter through this rain. Taught me strength even when he felt pain. In his silence I found my way. Papa's love still echoes every day.
I remember coming home with them scuffed up shoes. Mama yelling, but his pop who gave the realest truths. Never said too much, but his eyes would preach. He ain't teach from a book, he let his silence teach. Hard hands work still just to pay them dues. Barely had time, but made sure we never lose. Slick with the wisdom, he say, boy, take the pain. Turn it into power, don't you drown in the rain. He ain't hug much, but his presence was felt. When life dealt me blows, he showed me how to stealth. A king in the shadows, no throne, no crown, but he built my kingdom, now I hold it down.
Oh, he stood like a mountain, never swayed. In his silence, love never decayed. He was the sun when the skies turned gray. My father's love still lights my way.
I seen him cry once, thought the world might break. Funeral suit, holding tears for his brother Jake. Told me, man, cry too, don't be afraid to feel, but stand tall, cause the pain makes you real. He ain't had much school, but his mind was deep. While the streets gave me chaos, he gave me peace. Never raised a hand, raised me with his pride. Taught me how to walk like a man, not hide. He said, son, your name is the sword you swing. Take opinions, what's level the wing. I used to think he ain't understand me, but now I look in the mirror and I see him in me. Every move I make, every lesson I pass on, that's Pop living through me, eternal and strong, yeah.
He was my guide, like a shelter through the rain. Taught me strength, even when he felt pain. He was your sun, was our salvation. Our Father's love still lights my way.
So here's to the real ones. The fathers who ain't need applause, who just showed up. Showed us what love really was. hip-hop. I love it. Love.
Keep your head clear, boy. But the streets keep whispering.
Look, why this weight so heavy on my chest? Footsteps echo on cracked concrete. Minds a maze, no escape, no retreat. Sirens blend with lullabies I never knew. Mama's tears round out the morning dew. Paranoia's a shadow, always 2 steps ahead. Voices in my head tell me some things better left unsaid. Don't trust no one, whispers my past self cold. But the pain inside the story never told. Lord, can you hear the prayers I don't speak? The nights I drown alone and weak. I'm battling ghosts inside these city walls. CPT bred me, but these scars crawl. Compton state of mind, can't leave it behind. Can't leave it behind. Demons in my vision, fighting for my mind. Streets whisper lies, but I'm seeking the signs. God help me rise through these CPT lines. Present me, stay sharp, don't fold. Pass me, they watch it, they know. God, child, I'm holding you close. Trauma's a teacher with a cruel hand. I write in blood, not just sand. Paranoia is the price of survival here. Every corner hides a memory, every shadow fear. They say pain's a passage, but it feels like a cell. I'm talking to my demons in this private hell. But even in darkness, I search for the light. Compton nights long, but I'm ready to fight. Compton state of mind, can't leave it behind. Demons in my vision, fighting for my mind. Streets whisper lies, but I'm seeking the signs. God help me rise through these CPT lines. Keep running, keep praying. Present me, I'm holding on, I'm still breathing. God. Keep running, keep praying. Present me, I'm holding on, I'm still breathing. God, child, spirits unbroken. Yeah. Looking at the sky, but my feet stuck in dirt. Fame don't erase pain, just dresses it up hurt. Mama said life's a lesson, pain is the teacher. I'm a student of scars, survivor, preacher. Lost too many souls to the cold night's breath. Their names etched deep in the silence of death. Success is just a coffin with designer sheets. Luxury's a mask when you hear sirens on repeat. I'm laughing on stages, but inside I'm ghosting. Trying to live for the ones who never got chosen. Every spotlight casts a shadow of guilt. My wins feel small next to the blood that's spilt. Fame's a double-edged sword, I'm bleeding. Still I rise, but I wonder who's watching me bleed. Life's a lesson, but the price is steep. Looking for peace in the company I keep. Lost in the night where the angels weep. Success is just a coffin with designer sheets. Chaos in my mind, pain scenes vivid. Living fast, but the clock ticking, gotta pivot. Existential war zones inside my brain. Trying to find meaning in all this pain. Fame's a cold throne, but the crown's a cage. Battling demons while I'm center stage. Life's a lesson, but I'm learning slow. Every high's a low, every friend's a foe. Time slips like it through my fingers. Legacy's a song that forever lingers. Success, nah, just a gilded grave. Designer sheets, but I ain't truly saved. Life's a lesson, but the price is steep. Looking for peace in the company I keep. Lost in the night where the angels weep. Success is just a coffin with designer sheets. Keep your eyes open. Life's a lesson, not a destination. We all just walking through stalk.
Yeah. From the block to the top, the world was in my hands. But shadows lurk where light lands. Stepped out the gutter, now my pockets got weight. Building legacies while I negotiate fate. Every move calculated, crown heavy on my dome. But at night I wonder if I'm really home. Got the city on my back like I'm Atlas with the globe. Speaking verses, every line's a heavy load. The throne feels cold when you're sitting all alone. Is this empire mine or just a borrowed home?
The world was mine, but I lent it out.
blessings like currency, I'm rich in the grind. But imposter's voice lurks deep inside my mind. I'm the king and the question all at once, fighting shadows in the palace, ready to confront. Flashing lights, but the mirror shows cracks. Confidence wears thin under all these attacks. I'm living proof dreams can turn to gold, but sometimes I'm scared, the story's been sold.
The world was mine, but I lent it out. The world was mine, but I lent it out.
Yeah. Every crown a cage, every throne a trap. Smiles on the surface, but my soul's a map. Lost in the maze where the light forgot. The world was mine, until it's not.
Hour is nigh, judgment day is coming. Prepare your soul.
I'm the voice from the gutter, the shadow on the curb, from a place where the hurt feed the fire and the nerves. No mask, just the truth you can't dodge. I'm the sin in your skin, the streets catalog, say my name. Who's behind the mask? The preacher or the flask? I'm the chaos in the calm, the scripture in the palm, the bomb in your mind, the storm before the calm.
I'm the voice of reason, the man who's seen seasons. Dreams turn lessons, truth for no appeasing. I rise from the pain, baptized in the rain. But that kid from the block still runs deep in my veins. Duality's a battle, I wrestle with myself. One foot in the light, the other in the hell. The mask ain't a prison, it's a place to transform. But sometimes the preacher fights the storm.
You preach salvation, but I'm the damnation. The voice in your head causing hesitation. You want peace, I bring war. You want love, I bring scars. I'm the past you bury deep beneath your bars.
I'm the hope in the dark, the spark in the fight, the hand reaching out when the soul takes flight. Mask or no mask, the truth remains plain. It's all me in the mirror, joy, sorrow, and pain.
Prepare your soul for the day of reckoning.
Yeah. Flash Polaroids, frozen moments in time, back when the days blurred between crime and rhyme. Playgrounds turn battlegrounds, echoes in the air. First losses, first cries, pain too heavy to bear. We prayed with BB guns under the mattress. God was a rumor, pain was practice. Shotgun funerals and whispered goodbyes. Learning early that childhood's just a disguise. Johnny lost to the streets, mama's tears never dried. I asked if we were kids or just survivors in disguise, playing cops and robbers with no rules to keep. Dreams tangled in shadows, too dark to sleep. Nights full of sirens, the cold metal in hand. Friends turn ghosts, footprints in the sand. Was innocence stolen or never really ours? Just Polaroids and prayers beneath shattered stars.
Look back now, what did we really have? A broken lullaby, a world cold and sad. But in those flashes of time, some light still remains. Even in darkness, hope calls out our names. We weren't just kids, we were soldiers of pain, learning early that life's more lost than gain. Polaroids and prayers, memories that sting, questioning forever if we ever were kings.
Yo, started from the bottom with a vision in my mind. City lights flicker, but I knew I had to grind. Mama told me, son, keep your head to the sky. Every struggle's just a lesson, gotta reach and try. Books in my backpack, rhymes in my soul. Dreams bigger than the block where the stories unfold. Late night street fights, but I'm steady on the path. Focused on the future, can't let them do the math. They said you ain't gonna make it, but I kept my pace. Saw the light in the tunnel, ran my own race. Patience is a virtue, hustle's the key. From the pavement to the palace, that's the way it gotta be. Keep your dreams alive, let them burn inside. From the struggle to the top, gotta take that ride. No shortcuts, no lies, just the truth and the grind. Achieve your dreams, let your spirit shine.
Every setback a setup for a greater comeback. Learn from every loss, put my soul on the track. Vision so clear, I could see it in my sleep. Now the climb's a mountain, but the summit's steep. I remember cold nights, pockets almost bare. Now I'm living proof that the dream's still there. Wisdom in the scars, strength in the pain. I'm the author of my story, writing through the rain. Legacy over riches, meaning over gold. Achieving more than wealth, gotta break the mold. From the boroughs to the globe, let the message spread. Dreams ain't just for sleeping, it's a life you gotta live. Keep your dreams alive, let them burn inside. From the struggle to the top, gotta take that ride. No shortcuts, no lies, just the truth in the grind. Achieve your dreams, let your spirit shine. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep your heart in the game. Through the storms and the trials, gotta fan a flame. Every step, every breath, closer to the peanut silence of your soul. That's the strength you seek, so keep your head up. Eyes locked on the prize. Every legend was a dreamer with fire in their eyes. From the block to the throne, keep your faith supreme. This is more than a hustle, this is achieving your dreams.
This one's for the real queens holding it down. The wisdom of a mother, lessons passed around. Let me take you back. Mama told me, son, keep your head up high. When the world gets colder, let your spirit die. She said, life's a hustle, but keep it on the low. Respect's the currency, let your honor show. Late nights in the kitchen.